In this video, I promise to show you a stupid little survey technique that can double or even triple your sales when done right. And in a moment, I'm going to show you exactly how this technique works. But first, if you're not getting the opt-in rates, cost per lead, or sales conversion rates that you're looking for, let me explain one of the biggest and most common reasons why. One of the biggest reasons why most marketers never get the conversion results that they're looking for is simple. They try to push a one-size-fits-all solution to their prospects. What I mean by that is this. They have one sales letter, one opt-in form, one ethical bribe, one offer for everyone in their market. But the problem is that every market is really made up of many smaller sub-markets, each of which has its own primary objection, benefit, or specific questions that they need to have answered before making an opt-in or purchasing decision. Take the fitness market, for example. If we focus purely on women in that market for a minute, a few segments include women looking to get rid of cellulite on their legs and butt, women looking to lose baby weight after having a baby, women trying to get in shape for an athletic event like a 10K or a marathon, women looking to achieve a specific weight goal like getting under 150 pounds. Now, each of these segments has its own distinct set of objections, questions, and benefits that they're most interested in, and they all want a solution that speaks specifically to them. Now, most marketers try to address each segment in their market in a single sales letter by either watering down their sales message to make it generic enough or by loading up on boatloads of bullets and trying to be all things to all people. And that strategy used to work back in 2007, but things online have changed since then. In fact, if you've noticed your sales or opt-in numbers aren't where they used to be or where you want them to be, there are two reasons why. First, there's much more competition online today than there was just a few years ago. And second, studies have shown that people's attention spans online are getting shorter and shorter, which means they no longer have the patience to wade through 250 bullets in your old, long copy sales letter. If they don't find what they're looking for within 3 minutes, poof, they disappear off your site and move on to your competition. And what that means is money that should be going into your pockets has just walked out the door. And you've most likely missed your chance to convert a hot prospect forever. But fortunately, there's a solution to all this. Because you see, to double or triple your sales, the secret, the biggest leverage point, is finding a way to present the exact sales argument that's most important to each individual prospect who visits your website. In other words, customizing the sales process to each individual, just like if you were selling face-to-face, one-on-one. Now, in theory, this makes sense and might sound great, right? But if you're like most marketers listening to this, then you're probably thinking, how the heck are you supposed to customize your sales message for each prospect? And even if you could, who has the time or money to make that happen? Well, what if I told you that if your site is built using WordPress, there's now an automated way to set up the sort of customized sales and opt-in funnels I'm talking about in under 10 minutes, with zero coding required and just a few mouse clicks? And what if I told you that setting up one of these funnels can boost your conversion rates by as much as 400%? Let me show you what I mean exactly and how this works with a real-life example. Okay, in one of my businesses called Rocket Memory, we offer a series of programs that teach people how to improve their memory. The problem is in that market, there are a number of wildly different sub-markets or niches. So for example, we have students studying for a major exam like the bar exam or medical boards. We have folks who are going back to college in their 30s and 40s after being away from school and they need help remembering their course material. We have seniors who are concerned about mental decline. We have actors and presenters that are looking for help remembering their scripts. We have folks entering the ministry looking to memorize biblical scripture and passages from the Bible, and the list goes on. Now, our main introductory product can actually help each of these segments. But the problem is much of our traffic comes from general keywords like improve memory or directly to our homepage, which tells us nothing about the prospect or what segment they might fall under. And thus, it's impossible to send people directly to a landing page or sales letter that's going to speak to their particular concerns, objections, or benefits. And by the way, as I walk through this case study with you, I want you to think about how you can apply the same techniques and ideas I'm talking about in your business. Okay, now this is where the simple little survey technique comes into play. Because if you notice here on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see a little tab that says Want Personalized Memory Tips? And if I scroll the page, the tab remains in place. Now, when you click on that little tab, a survey pops up. Now, this little survey is designed to funnel people into the autoresponder and sales funnel that's geared to their particular situation. So let's go through an example to show you what I mean. Let's assume for a moment that you're a law student studying for the bar exam. So if you're taking this survey, here's how you might fill this out. You might say, okay, I'm a student under the age of 30. What are you studying? I'm in law school. Would you like to receive memory techniques specifically geared to what you're studying? Yes, please. Okay, and so what this does is takes you to an Infusionsoft opt-in form that is geared specifically to law students. So in other words, the autoresponder sequence that the prospect will receive after signing up for this form is geared specifically for them. And after they click the send me my personal tips button, they're redirected to a sales sequence that's specifically geared towards law students. Okay, let's go through another example. If I refresh the page, okay, we see the tab pop up again. Now, in this example, let's pretend that you're 65 years old and retired and are concerned about mental decline. All right, let's see. I've noticed my memory has gotten worse with age. I'm a student under the age of 30. I'm a returning student, or I'm looking to improve my memory for other reasons. Let's choose this first option. Okay, how old am I right now? I'm in my 60s. Do I have a family history of Alzheimer's or dementia? Not to my knowledge. Am I a man or a woman? I'm a man. Okay, where should I send your personalized memory tips? So as you can see, by going through this sequence, we've gone through a completely different set of questions. And that set of questions routes this prospect to an entirely different autoresponder sequence. And after they click on this button, an entirely different sales funnel geared towards men who are in their 60s who are concerned about mental decline. Now, if you're wondering, are you limited to creating this type of survey using the sidebar tab on the left? Well, the answer to that question is no. You can also create the same type of survey using a button in the main area of your page or post on your WordPress site. And you can also create the same type of survey using any image that you place within the sidebar widget of your WordPress site. So at the end of the day, your options are really only limited by your creativity. Now, this little survey technique might seem simple on the surface, but in a moment I'll explain the secret behind what makes it so powerful. But first, in case you're curious, I want to mention that I was able to create that funnel I just showed you in about 10 minutes with no coding at all using a simple little WordPress plugin called Survey Funnel, which I'll get to in a moment because it does a bunch of other cool stuff which can also boost your conversion. But before I get into that, I want to reveal the big secret behind why this stupid little survey technique works so well, and the reason why it can increase your conversion rates by as much as 400%. There are actually 3 hidden effects that are going on in the background, and it's the unique combination of these 3 effects which makes the technique so powerful. Effect number 1 is micro commitments. You see, once you get people to take an action, no matter how small, it moves them into action taking mode, which can have a cascade effect. For example, someone might not be ready to opt into your list, but if you get them to click and answer a few survey questions first, it builds momentum. And once people are moved into action-taking mode, they're much more likely to follow through by opting in. Effect number 2, open loops. You see, by getting people to take that little survey or quiz, you simultaneously create tension and desire in your prospect's brain by introducing an open loop. People want to get the results of their survey or quiz simply to close that open loop, to satisfy their desire to get the results and relieve their brain of that tension. The net effect is that your prospects become much more likely to opt in, simply to find out what their personalized tips look like. But the most powerful effect at play is effect number 3, something in psychology known as the Forer effect. And this is the key to it all. Let me explain what the Forer effect is exactly. You see, as human beings, when we take a survey or quiz, like a personality test for example, our brains naturally work and find ways to interpret the results as being true to us. In other words, we find ways to justify why the survey or test results are accurate. The Forer effect is why so many people believe the results of their daily horoscope, even when they know that there are over 1 million other people on the planet who share the same birthday. Now, the big implication to all this in your marketing is this. By installing the sort of survey funnel I just showed you on your site, even if you do nothing else, and decide not to set up multiple sales letters or autoresponders and leave everything else as is, Simply by framing the results of your survey or quiz as being personalized, people will interpret the offer or sales message they see as being tailored specifically to them. Let me say that again. By installing this type of survey funnel, people will believe your product or service is tailored to their particular situation. And when people believe something is tailored to them, they're much more likely to convert. And it's because of the combination of these three effects, micro commitments, open loops, and the Forer effect, that this technique can boost your conversion rate by as much as 400%. Now, to take advantage of these three conversion boosting effects, you'll notice unlike a simple Aweber or Infusionsoft opt-in form with a few checkboxes, the key to this technique is that there are multiple steps to the survey. And depending on how you answer each question, the survey intelligently determines the next question in the sequence. Now, if your site is built using WordPress, let me show you just how easy it is to set up this sort of conversion boosting survey on your site. Okay, right now we're in the WordPress backend admin panel for my Rocket Memory site, and we're looking at the survey funnel plugin dashboard. Now, I just want to walk through just how easy it is to set up this sort of funnel that we went through on this page here. So if we go back to the admin panel for a second, to set up a funnel, all you need to do is click on this link here, and you'll be given a bunch of options to format the look and feel of what the funnel looks like. You can set up things like the graphic that you want to have displayed here in this tab area, and you can also dictate which pages that you want the funnel to show up on, if you want it to show up on all pages, just a few pages, or one specific page. Then when it comes time to adding your questions, you do that down here. Now I'm just going to show you in an existing funnel how easy it is to do that. So if we edit the survey funnel that we went through in the example, you'll notice here a whole bunch of questions that are added. And moving these questions around is as simple as drag and drop. And when you want to indicate which answers that you want to display for each of these questions, you just click this tab here. So it's sort of like this brain dead simple process that requires no coding whatsoever. You can move stuff around. Now you'll notice here that this is an Infusionsoft form, but as far as the destination for each survey funnel, this integrates with Infusionsoft, Aweber, Constant Contact, iContact, MailChimp, any one of the autoresponder programs that you might be using. Also, you can send people to a link here. You don't have to send people to an opt-in form. You could send people directly to a CPA offer. You could send people directly to a specific sales letter on your page. Now, you notice you can rearrange the questions in any order. The logic is based on the previous question. So in other words, when someone answers a question, what are you studying? That'll dictate, you notice here it says number 4. That means that they're sent to question number 4 versus if they answer this question, their age, they're sent to question number 5 or number 6. We have a different set of questions based on their age demographic here. So you can see that this is highly customizable. It's super easy to use. It's just plug and play. There's no coding required whatsoever. Now, I also want to show you another cool feature of the plugin, and that's this. When you set up your funnel, you also get detailed statistics that you can use to analyze the results of your market. So if we click on the view results button there, you'll notice that we're given a bunch of different stats. It's sort of like a heat map, color-coded system where you can see where your biggest buckets are for your survey. And you can actually export that data into Excel as well. Now, when it comes to creating your tab graphics here, you can use any graphic editor that you want. So if you use GIMP or Photoshop, but the plugin also includes, if you'll notice the plugin down here, an image editor through Pixlr, which you can use to create and edit your own tab graphics right there. So you can customize the look and feel of your survey funnels from within your WordPress admin panel backend. So it's really very, very simple to set this thing up. Now, as you've probably realized, we've taken you through one example. We've gone through just a simple survey, but you can use the same plugin to build interactive quizzes where you learn about your market, or you can take people to fun tests. You can create multiple opt-in forms. You can use multiple sales letters. You can send people, as I mentioned, to targeted CPA offers. Basically, you've got unlimited options, and you can do whatever you want with this plugin, and you're only limited by your creativity. Now that you've seen how powerful this technique is in action, you're faced with two options. Option 1, you could do nothing, Or option 2, you could download a risk-free copy of the Survey Funnel plugin, test it out on your site, and see how much you're able to boost your opt-in and conversion rates using this simple little technique. Now, if you're like most people and you're wondering, how much is this tool going to cost you? Consider this. As you probably know, there are other tools out there, like Survey Gizmo, for example, which costs as much as $50 a month or $600 a year for an annual subscription. And unless you're comfortable writing your own custom code, with Survey Gizmo, there's no way to do what I showed you in this video. Now, Survey Funnel, on the other hand, is a simple WordPress plugin which can be installed on your site in under 5 minutes and requires no custom coding whatsoever. And unlike other programs, once you pay the small one-time fee to download Survey Funnel, it's yours for life and there are no ongoing monthly costs. Now, normally the Survey Funnel plugin sells for $67 for a single site license, or $97 for an unlimited site license. But when you order right now today, you can get access to the Survey Funnel plugin and use it on an unlimited number of websites for just one single payment today of $67. In other words, you can get the unlimited license for the cost of the single license when you order right now today. And the reason why we're making this price available is because for most people with just 1 or 2 additional sales, at $67, the plugin more than pays for itself. All you need to do is click on the button below now. That button is going to take you to a secure ClickBank checkout page. There, simply enter your name, email, and payment information, and once you've done that, you'll be redirected to a download page giving you instant access to the plugin, as well as installation instructions and a full demo video. So you can install your first survey funnel in minutes from this very moment. And to sweeten the deal, when you order right now today, as a special bonus, we're also going to include a special graphics pack valued at $60, which includes 20 pre-built survey tab buttons, so you can get your first survey funnel up and running right away. And by the way, by ordering right now, you don't risk a penny because the Survey Funnel plugin is backed by a 60-day 100% money-back guarantee, which means you can try the plugin out on your site, see how it works for you, and if after trying it out you're not satisfied for any reason or no reason at all you need to do is shoot us a quick email and we'll offer you a prompt and courteous refund. It's really as simple as that. The only catch is this. If you want to take advantage of this special $67 unlimited license deal, you must order today, and here's why. You see, the special $67 offer is only being made available for a limited time on this page only. In fact, if you go to the main surveyfunnel.com homepage right now, you'll see the regular full price of $97. And if you wait and come back to this page tomorrow, you might find that this deal is sold out and no longer available. So if you're still not quite sure, or you're on the fence, here's what I recommend. Don't decide if this plugin is right for you today. Instead, go ahead and grab yourself a risk-free copy now so you don't miss out on this special deal. Then test it out on your site, play around with all the features. If you like it, then keep it. If not, no problem. Just shoot us a quick email letting us know and you'll receive a fast and courteous refund. It's really as simple as that. All you need to do is click on the button below, fill out the safe and secure ClickBank order form, and once you've done that, you'll receive instant access to the Survey Funnel plugin minutes from this very moment. Okay, I'll leave you with that for now. Thanks so much for watching. And by the way, once you've completed your order, I've got some additional advanced survey funnel techniques that I want to share with you on the other side. So go ahead and complete your order right now while you've got this page open and you're still thinking about it. Simply click on the button below now.